Hey guys, once again this is David Shine. Welcome to Shine's Room. It's 12 o'clock today. Just wanted to touch on a little piece of our daily education as we continue to grow every day as traders, as individuals, as people, as psychiatrist and patient, as we continue to walk through the different motions of the market on a daily basis. Just a little bit of background about me. Past 15 years I've been in the markets, 13 years straight, offices, continuous returns year after year for 13 years, trying to actually dig up all my stats, still going back to 98, 99 right now. And just sort of stick to what the philosophies are that I follow. And this isn't a quick educational piece. We are going to go through it pretty quickly, only in the next 5-10 minutes. But I want to start talking about, on a broader level, broader scope, what sort of makes me a good trader, a consistent trader. Some of the stuff that I look at. We want to do next week something called the tricks of the trade. Certain innuendos, certain little nuances that I find in the marketplace to take advantage of and to almost, I guess in a way, sort of manipulate to maximize my risk reward and to find that opportunity and to seize it, as I've always done throughout all the years. For today I want to talk about a couple quick items. I want to discuss basic conviction, basic trend trading. You take a name like MGM for today, and or whenever. If you see down on the open, starting at about 9:30 on the open, MGM hits a high of 1660, continues to then develop a nice downtrend. The stock, it's up in the middle of my screen, as you can see it. I'll actually blow up the chart to drop. And we like to go through trade by trade, sort of develop these type of trends and see and identify some clear-cut trend-looking charts. So here you have MGM continuing to break lower, continuing to make new lows. Every rally, a good area to short. Even some of the pull-ins down towards the bottom, good areas to buy. As then close to 16, where you have a defined risk-reward, low of the day, 1605. Defined risk reward, then it becomes a reversal, a buy on a pull-in throughout the rest of the morning, where it's up to a couple cents, 30 cents off its high of the day, but still developing that uptrend. What does that mean, guys? How do I capitalize on some of those trades? The way I capitalize on some of those trades is when I find a stock that's weak, I short it when it rallies. When I find the stock that's strong, I buy it when it pulls in, and I stick to that side of the trade as often as I can. But in the past couple of weeks, I was trading some of the names in the rare earth element space, a volatile area, volatile space, where there was good enough risk reward for me to capitalize on some of these bigger moves. And really, if you think about it on a mathematical basis, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to do a trade that continues to work for me over and over, and continue to be on the right side at the right place over and over for as much as I can. And how much would I do? How much would I try to take on that trade? I'm trying to maximize it. I'm trying to do it as much as I can. So also I look to try to exploit that direction. I look to try to find the trend. I've been doing it for all my years. My overall strategy, my overall concepts have not changed. My overall techniques have not changed. I've seen thousands of people coming into the business. I've seen and talked to and tried to therapy thousands of traders, hundreds of traders, and just go through it for all the years. As we are in a ever-changing market landscape. What does that mean? How do you have an ever-changing market landscape? Sometimes we're in bull markets. Sometimes we're in bear markets. Sometimes we are overbought. Sometimes we are oversold. Sometimes we continue to move in different directions, choppy across the page. So the market's ever-changing. The landscape's ever-changing. We just talked about 3 different directions: uptrends, downtrends, choppy across the page, reversals, different markets, different time frames. You may be in a bear market for the morning. You may be in a bull market for the afternoon. You may be a channel in the morning. You may change in reverse, as we just pointed out at MGM, throughout the day. The idea is to find something that will continue to push out or continue to repeat over and over, whether it be an uptrend where the stock pulls in X amount of percentage, whether it be 0.5% or 1%, every time the stock pulls in 0.5%, you're going to buy the name, and then it's going to continue to rally up 1%. Buy it on the next pull in, 0.5% in for it to rally up on the next name, or vice versa. Take a weak stock rallies up, you get short when it rallies 0.5%, it pulls in 1%. Rallies again 0.5%, pulls in 1%. That's a downtrending stock where you're getting in on the trend to capitalize and maximize and push the envelope in that direction. These are all important words that all you guys out there, ladies and gentlemen, you should be focusing on a daily basis. It's something that you should be thinking about as you're doing the trade. You know, we have multiple lessons here. We continue to go through them all the time. And for me, it doesn't really matter if you're a beginner trader, advanced trader, somewhere in between, hedge fund, options, and so on. You always need to be able to maximize and perfect your risk-reward scenario out there in the market, in trading, throughout your whole career. All you need is one blow up. You need to let your guard down one time, and you set yourself up for not only total disaster, but for all of us or for yourselves not to be able to partake in this incredible business that we're in. Something that we enjoy doing, something that I wouldn't trade in and I haven't traded in. For you guys who don't know me, pre-Shine's Room and pre-trading, actually, going back all the way 1997, 98, nightclub business, couple bottles of champagne in the evening, stay out till 2 o'clock in the morning, to work 2 nights a week. I thought I had the dream business. Then I went on an interview with the Board of Education to get a full-time job, get my teaching license, and not that there's anything wrong with doing that, but they told me that the salary pay is about $21,500 for a starting teacher salary. So I've said to myself, I need to give something else a shot. Went down to trade, found this beautiful business. Day one, I walk into a trading office, and you know, all you guys. So we're talking about my approach into trading, and so I get to the office. There are other traders there. One guy asked me to come down. He wanted to smoke a cigarette, so I go down and hang out with him. He started off the morning down about 100,000, closed up the day about 275,000. That was my first day of trading, literally. I said to myself, I think I'm going to like this business. I ended up finding the dream business where instead of making $21,000 a year, I was able to take in at times, and this was in my first couple months, $21,000 a month. And so for me, it was very inspirational. It was very motivating to be in a business where you can eat what you kill, sky's the limit, be able to come in at my leisure, be able to use my brain to find the opportunity and to learn these rules that I pass out to you guys, learn them and put them down on paper and live by them and follow them and pass them on and tutor people for the next 10 or 15 years on what makes me money. What works? What are the fundamentals? And you know what? It's kind of crazy because I don't really see anybody out there to have as similar results or as consistent results. And you know, I pride my rules and Shine's fundamental rules and my rules of trading into the reason why I've become this, I guess, successful and consistent. And the reason is because the fundamental rules in my eyes never change. And trading works that way, where protecting yourself from the big blow up, stringing together days as you're building your fundamental rules of trading, as you're building your fundamental confidence in trading. The rules never change. You're building that foundation. You're showing yourself that on a daily basis you know how to put together 100, 500, 1,000, 1,500, 2,000.